Pete Lawrence for the National Housing Party in Myler Bridge, Cornwall. We're out campaigning today for the local council elections on the 1st of May next year. We've completed the ward, the leafleting today, and we're down here at Myler Churchtown in front of the beautiful 4th century church here in the village. So we're just going to go and have a quick look at the church, talk a little bit about the history and also about the importance of local elections. So there's a lot of naval history in the area. Here in the cemetery at Myler Churchtown, there's graves for lots of captains of the packet ships which were used to send mail and supplies to the New World. And there's also a memorial to 60 sailors who died on the HMS Ganges, which was a mainly training vessel which was based here at Myler for several years. Myler was in actual fact the most western naval port in the British Isles for a long time, but many of the young sailors, some as young as 14, were reported to have died through mistreatment in certain circumstances, lack of decent provision, lack of decent footwear. There's stories of young lads slipping off the rigging who were forced to climb up there in cold conditions without even proper footwear to do it. So it looks like there's nothing new under the sun in terms of provision for the country at large, especially those who are prepared to put their lives on their line for the protection of it. Anyway, the leafleting has gone well today. We've covered the whole of Myler Bridge, which is the biggest village in the ward. And I'd just like to say, to reinforce the importance of local elections. They're vitally important and I know it's difficult for a lot of people. We feel disenfranchised. We haven't had anybody representing us, especially in the Christian nationalist sort of area. But don't despair. Local elections are vitally important. They're how budget is allocated. It's a process of accurate triage of the budget that comes to the council, and they're able to prioritise how things are spent. And this can mean the difference between installing more cycle lanes, or it can mean maintaining a weekly refuse collection. So these things do have consequences on our daily lives. So I really would urge people to engage in the process and find a candidate that represents you. And we're doing our bit down here for the National Housing Party to give those people an option. So with that, I'd like to say thanks very much again to Pat for his help today. And with that, we'll carry on tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Pete. Cheers.